Are you feeling the winter blues? Well, maybe I've got a beer just for you. This is Curve, an IPA from Beak with Galaxy, Sabro and Citra, tropical hops that will brighten up your day. But what's it going to taste like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're going to Beak. It seems like a while since I've had a Beak beer. This is an IPA called Curve. I presume the curve is this sort of rainbow theme. And it's a big summery sort of beer because it's got Galaxy, Citra and Sabro hops. I always think Sabro, you know, with that sort of pineapple and coconutty sort of mix, it's a perfect hop to enjoy in the summertime. Now, I'm recording this beginning of February. It is not summer by any stretch of the means. We've had snow, we've had rain, we've had a lot of rain in the northwest. We've had cold. It's generally been pretty damn horrible. And the darkness as well, I can't wait until the clocks change and we get closer to summer. So, first step, closer to summer, is this beer, which I expect to be full of all the tropicalness of summer. So let's crack it open, get it in glass, see what it's all about. See if it can brighten my winter blues with a summery sort of beer. And it seems like a while since I've had Beak. Certainly haven't had any this year. And I had some last year. I'm trying to think. I think Parade was the last one that I had from them. Oh, I think I had Pizza. That was the other one I had. But anyway, that's the past. This is the future. Look at that. Beautiful colour. Bright custardy yellow coloured. Pretty thick, hazy sort of beer. We've got just about a finger and a half of head, just off white. Looks pretty damn good. This is what you look for with an IPA. Well, that's what I look for anyway. See what the aroma's like. Oh, I'm sitting on a beach, sipping a cocktail, pina colada, sun's coming down, the waves. That's what the smell is. This is all about. Tropicalness. Pineapple, orange, that's not very tropical, is it? Mango, passion fruit, papaya, all of that sort of stuff. Actually, I'm not smelling much in the way of coconut though. Yeah, it's a little bit subtle, and that gets me a little bit more excited because I always find that Sabro can be a little bit over dominant in beers, but we've got Galaxy, which is another big sort of sweaty, tropical sort of hop. So I'm thinking this is going to be pretty good, and I'm really looking forward to it. So cheers everyone. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a really well brewed beer when it comes to Sabro. It's in there. You're getting that sort of pina colada sort of flavour, but it's really well done, the way that you get that subtleness of that woody coconut. It's not really front and centre like it can be with beers with Sabro in it. The Galaxy gives it a little bit more dankness, a little bit more of that sort of mango and sort of stone fruit flavours. And then the Citra brings more lighter tropical notes and sort of more citrusy notes. So there's lots of lemon and there's a subtleness of grapefruit, but there's not much in terms of zest that cuts through it. It's just full on tropical juice. Really smooth, really easy to drink, creamy in the mouthfeel. It's a really spot on mouthfeel here. And the way that all those hops work together, it's a really good beer. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the Sabro, the use of Sabro in this beer. It just brings that sort of summery tropical flavour to the forefront without over dominating the beer. The Galaxy and Citra working really well together to sort of bring it in check a little bit, just to give those sort of just subtle, light tropical notes really. Nothing too over dominant. Even the Galaxy does bring a little dankness, I think, generally as a hop Galaxy, but here it's just bringing a lot of peach and apricot and mango to the front without it being over ripened. It's quite fresh sort of tasting. It's another great beer from Beak. Yeah. If you like Sabro, if you've had Sabro before and you're sort of like, it can be a bit marmitey in terms of you either love it or you hate it. But this has got a real subtle use of it, and I think if you like pineapple and lime and coconut, but you don't, but all those flavors over dominate the beer sort of thing, so that just makes it a bit sweet, sickly mess. But with this, it works really well. The flavors are there, the coconut's there, but it's just a little bit more less sweet and more woody, if that makes any sense. It's a little bit more, I don't know what you'd call it. I don't want to say savoury, but the nutty sort of taste. It hasn't got that overly sweet, sort of I always remember now to say it, that sweet coconut that you get on sweets, you know, like coconut ice and stuff like that. That can be really sweet, but this is not sweet. It is woody. It's the best way of describing it. It's a really good use of Sabro hops, and it's another great beer from Beak. 7%. Drinks like a 3% fruit juice. Well, if you can get a 3% fruit juice, but it doesn't taste overly strong for that 7%. You don't taste any of the alcohol in it at all. It's just pure juice. There's a nice little bit of grapefruit coming in the back end as well. Really well brewed beer, and this is Beak at the top of their game in my opinion. So really cracking. Let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Curve by Beak. This is a great beer. I feel I'm saying this is a great beer in every review I do. We had the odd sort of supermarket beer, not quite up to snuff, but certainly the bottle shop beers have all been really good. So many beers in the 80s this year so far. It's going to be a real difficult one to pick out my beer of the year, and we're only in the first week of Feb. So let's get the scores for this one, starting with aroma. Appearance, flavour, value for money. This one was just about £5.50. And finally, my overall experience. Tighten the scores up, well, would you believe it? It's another Iron Maiden beer. It's a highly recommended beer, and it's a really cracking beer. Beak make great beers. They're in my top 10. For the reason, the fact they make great beers. I think with them, there's a few beers that haven't quite done it for me. The Pale Ale's not quite done it. When you compare their core beer Parade with this sort of beer, it's very night and day, really. So don't be sort of concerned if you've had the odd one that's not quite right. If you like the hops in it and you like the way that, you know, you like the sound of Galaxy Sabro and that real tropical sort of flavour that you're getting from this, then I think you'll really love this beer. It's got a lovely smooth body. It's creamy. You don't get any of that 7%. Lots of juice. Lots of tropical flavours. Cracking beer. So, total score. If I haven't said it already, let's pop it up. Yeah. The Iron Maiden of beers. The heavies of heavy metal. It's a cracking beer. Go and buy it now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to cut it short there because I'm really getting into you. Really can't wait to drink the rest of this beer. And let me know if you've had any Beak recently, any great beers. I think that this year has been just chock full of great. We've spoiled for the amount of great beers. I just hope that we can continue this throughout the whole year, because it's been really, really good. I was thinking I was even going to do dry February, but I'm so sort of energised by such great beers I've had in January that I don't want to miss some great beers. So I'm going to keep on drinking. So I hope you're going to keep on drinking with me too. And until the next one, you know what you're going to do. Drink good craft beer and keep on rocking.